Rupesh Kumar under online badminton coaching classes. This is the third session of badminton coaching, and last two classes I have taught you people about the badminton skill, how to play badminton, what is the value of court, and so many things. And that's a part of badminton play, how to play. Besides this, we have to very careful about while we play badminton, what the things we have to keep care of. Because if I am teaching you from here, you are applying and learning these skills in your home, in your lawn, if you have some playground near to your home. But sometimes it happens that you are utilizing whatever skill you learn from the video, you apply it inside the home, and that may cause of injury, that may harm your home apparatus, and this is not a good thing. So this is my personal advice. I urge you, I request you, and I suggest you also that please don't play inside your home. If you have lawn outside your home or nearby, you play there, and you play with care, you play with sincerity, and avoid to play in groups. Because it's a badminton, it's not a team game. You need hardly you need 4 people, and maintain the social distance, maintain hygiene also. So these things you have to keep care of, and listen to your parents. When your parents allow, then only you go and play. Use proper gear, proper attire, good quality badminton racket, and respect your badminton apparatus also. Because once you love your apparatus, badminton racket, you will get good example of learning, and this will help you. This is the wordings of Sachin Tendulkar. If you love your kit, it will definitely give you the best of performance. Now I will teach you some of the rules that is related to injury. We have to take care while you are playing badminton. Whenever you are playing single, then your badminton racket will not cross the net. And if you cross, the opponent will get a point. Second thing is that if you are playing doubles matches, then both the players, same side players, means your teammate, both of the badminton should not touch or collide. If it happens, your opponent will get a point. Third thing is that nowadays, from last 2 or 3 years, you can go for challenge also. Suppose that you hit your badminton racket and you hit the shuttle, and you think you are just looking from this side and badminton shuttle just drop that side. From your side, if you are confident that no, it's not gone outside, but the officials, they have given no, it's outside, then you can go for challenge. But that's a limited one. All the time you cannot ask for that. You will have a limited number of challenge. And sometimes it happens that because shuttle is very fast, so sometimes what happened, even the referee or official umpire, they occurs mistake. Earlier it was in cricket, and nowadays almost all. Today we will learn about badminton scoring and falls. We learn previously about skills and rules of the game. But if you see on the PowerPoint, this will give you a better role, and this will help you to understand the things also. So let's see. First we have the scoring and falls. I will explain also slide by slide. So let's start about. First one is scoring system. Every game is having a way of scoring, so that who will be the winner and who will be the loser. So by that we decide the winner and loser. A match consists of best of 3 games of 21 points. When the game starts, the person or the team, if we have doubles, we used to call a team, who will reach first on 21 points, he will be the winner of that set. And we have 3 games in the matches. Every time there is a serve, there is a point scored. Whenever the shuttle drops, it may be anywhere, inside, outside, anywhere, that the opponent will get a score. This is called point secured. This is the badminton ground. This is the badminton ground. You can see, I have explained you verbally also. So this will give you a better look. The size, everything is written there. This total length is 44 feet. This one total for doubles, it's 20 feet. For singles we have 17 feet, and all the things are given there. Distance between divider line to short service line, it's 1.98 meters, 6.5 feet. This one is 3.96 is 13 feet, and this one is 2.5 feet. And whenever we made a ground, we don't have a separate ground for singles and doubles. We made a ground for all, and in that only we play the matches. The side winning a rally adds a point to its score. And what is rally? What is rally? The number of circles up and down, how many times both the persons hit, that is called rally. A rally can be of 100 hits, 50 hits, it may be 2 or 1 only. What is a rally? It is the continuous play wherein the shuttle never touches the ground. Listen once again. What is a rally? It is a continuous play wherein the shuttle never touches the ground. Means the shuttle is in the air without touching the ground due to any reason. That's called a rally. And we count that also. The rally of 50, 45 and less than that also, more than that also. At 20 all, it's a very rare rule. Rare rule. We always have a confusion, especially among the students. At 20 all, the side which gains a 2-point lead first wins that game. Like we have 20 all, and player number 8 scored 21. Then he is not going to win the match. He had to score one more, means 22 and 20, then there will be a decider. If A will score 20 and B will also score 21 all, then the match will be 2 plus means 23. Let's see what we have the next slide. At 29 all, if like this, there will be a 29 all, the side scored a 30th point wins the game. At 29 now means suppose that there will be a 20-20, then we will go 22, then 24, then 26, then 28. Then if there will be a 29 all for both the sides, then at least we have to finish the match. So there is a rule, special rule that if 29 all, the person who will score next points means 30, he is going to win the game or match. Winner. The side winning a game serves first in the game. Suppose the player A won the first set, then in the next set he will serve. He will serve. This is by rule. Next one is faults and fall. Kind of fault and false. What is the penalty for a fault? If I had occurred a mistake, or if a badminton player occurred a mistake, then what is the penalty for his mistake? You lose the rally and your opponent will award a point. You lose the rally and your opponent will award a point. Means on the same time, the serve will change also, and your opponent will get a point. Over the net falls. If your badminton racket crosses the net, if you place your racket on the net before the shuttle comes to your side, suppose that this is shuttle and badminton, this is badminton, and without shuttle, if you cross your racket, then that comes under fault, net fault. Contact faults, you cannot make contact with the shuttle, only the racket can. You cannot hit your body also. Contact faults, you and your racket also cannot make contact with the net. It's purposely or without purpose. You cannot touch the net anyhow. Receiver's fault, you cannot only move after your opponent has struck the shuttlecock, otherwise it's a receiver's fault. Means, suppose that somebody is about to serve, then the opponent should be in a without movement position. You can say it's like a statue till the person who is about to serve, and if he have started a serve, then on that time he can move. Double hit. When the shuttle makes contact with your racket, you are not allowed to hit again until your opponent returns to it. You can suppose that I have hit my shuttle from my side and it is not going beyond to the opponent's side, then I cannot hit it twice. It comes under fault. Double hit. In the doubles, if both the same team player, if the both same team player will hit each other's racket, it comes under fault. It is allowed on the both sides. This is for the both side. Service faults. The shuttlecock must be struck from your below waist, otherwise it is a fault. I will show in the ground also. I will show this on the ground also, but this will give you a better rule. If you see on the slide, it will help you to understand in a better manner. I have to hit the shuttle from my back. It's not like that. I am just putting my shuttle here and I will strike from this. No, it will come under my waist or below my waist. Service faults. Your racket must swing in an upward direction from below your waist. The same thing. Service faults. Your racket must be pointing onward. Onward means you have to, your net side should look forward. It will be this is seen by the opponent. You can hide your racket also. Officiating officials, who means those who will decide. Who are the decider? In different games we used to call referee, umpire. Same thing we have in the badminton also, and we used to call officiating and officials. Umpire, main judge for the badminton game, has the power to overrule decisions by the officials. Ensure the game runs smoothly with no delays. For any kind of confusion, any kind of mishappening, they will be responsible. And you are abide by the rule that you have to obey your umpires. You have to listen anyhow. Umpire, request to change shuttle is approved by him or her. You can request him or her for change the shuttle many a times. No limitation is there, but only if they allow. On the name of rest, you can change the tempo of the match. You cannot do this. Looks out for all contact falls. Any kind of fall, especially contact falls, they are responsible and they will judge them. Service judge, responsible making a service call, provide shuttles to the player. If that person, the official service judge, found that if there is a service fault, they will sort. They will sort and they will stop. Okay, there is a service fault. Then, according to the rule, the game will continue. Line judge sits beside badminton court, determines if the shuttle is inside or outside the boundaries of the court. Line judge is what? We are having a 44 feet lines and we are having a side line and long line. I am telling about side line and longest line and the side line, in line. So we need 4 people. One will see the left side 44 feet line, one will see the right side 44 feet line, and one will see the half court last line and other half court other person will see. So we need 4 line judges. And they will decide especially the shuttle has gone outside or inside. So accordingly they are having, if the shuttle goes outside, they will see just get outside, and inside they will put like this. Do's and don't. What you have to do, what you have not to do. Get a grip, hold racket in a safe hands, grip very closely. What's the purpose of this? The first thing is that if you do this, you can change your positions of hand or holding the racket. If you racket in a loose manner or loose, then there will be less chance of muscle cramp in your arms. Deliver a good serve. If your forehand serve is very reliable, keep it. Otherwise, change to backhand. There is less to go wrong. See, this is a very technical thing. If you are about to serve and if you feel that you are not able to serve in a better manner, change the position and change your skill. Return serve low or shallow if possible, or a punchy return low to my rear court, otherwise high to the rear court. Either you return your shuttle very close to net so the opponent will not smash it. Otherwise, if you go for a higher one, then put it in the last court, back court. So if he will hit it to your direction, you will get more time. Keep your high toes with the feet close to the ground. Glide and chase around the court rather than run. Good players never stomp and don't appear to rush. See, don't stand in resting position. Don't keep your just heel on the ground. Be in the ready position so that you are not to run and chase the court. Always use your steps. Practice going backwards. It means what you know. Suppose that you have to count your court, and every good player can watch in how many steps he can be in the last line, how many steps he can be cover the front line. It means it's a technique actually. It's a psychological kind of technique. Then if you just see afterward, you can count your step and you can just decide or imagine that whether I am inside the court or outside the court. Remember your angles. A diagonal is considerably longer than a straight line on the court, so hard diagonal shots to the rear are much more likely to stay in the court. See, a straight line, there will be a 44 feet, and if you are doing diagonally, if you are hitting from my last line, right side to left line, last line, then difference will be of 5 to 6 feet more. It may be of 49 feet. So it will give you more time. Suppose that you hit on a diagonal basis, then opponent will hit to you also, then you will get sufficient time to just check yourself and be in the ready position. Get one of you in the net intervals if you are on the attack. Means it's a front and back position. One should be near the attack, near the service line area. Near the service line area. So if the shuttle will come near the net, the person will cover it, and if it goes the back, then the next person will. This is for the doubles. Racket head up. Keep your racket head up just above head height when on attack, ready to strike. When defending, racket head will be lowered. See, if you are about to hit the smash, then your racket means net area, where the net is, it should near your head. And if you are about to attack or for the attack and for the defense, you have to keep your racket down. So it will take less time to keep the racket down. Clear high to backhand slide rather than forehand, since most players finds it more difficult to play the full range of shots on their backhand side. Bear left headers in mind and their backhand side. See, clear high to backhand side. Clear high means what you know. If you are not about to catch the shuttle, then you have to hit. See, it will give you more time. Avoid tennis ground strokes. It's a badminton. Don't use the tennis technique. Long sweeping ground shots are almost useless on badminton. Don't play punchy, risky shots in front of you. So it's not a good technique. So it will harm you. It will. Don't lift the fort. Don't lift to the forecourt or main court. Once it does, you will probably lose the point if your partner isn't there. Hence the importance of being comfortable moving. You should know the position of your co-mates. The person who is assisting you or is a teammate, you should know his position. Otherwise, and play accordingly. Otherwise, what will happen? You are playing good, but opponent will take advantage from your partner. Don't stand side by side with your partner. Side by side means I am standing here and the person is just sitting near to me. You have to go forward and backward. Once it does, you will probably lose the point if your partner isn't there. Hence the importance of being comfortable and moving backwards. Don't let the shuttle get behind you. Once it does, you will probably lose the point if your partner isn't there. Hence the importance of being comfortable moving backwards. This is all. Don't do it. It will harm your point. Don't go back after you shot your shot. It always happens. It always happens. If I hit a shot, I go back. Don't do it. Because the time you are going back, it's very difficult to cover the front. Just you can say it's a lob shot. If somebody will give lob shot, it's very difficult to cover it. Don't stay at the net if under attack. Means if your opponent is continuously attacking the shuttle, don't stay near the badminton net because it's a 5 feet. And if the closest to the net, it will cover at least your short line. So be near the short service line or beyond that. So you will get advantage of that. Don't look behind me. Don't look means where I am, I should not look back. It is the shuttle has gone past you to see what your partner is doing about his error. And you are looking to your opponent and the shuttle crosses to you and is not back, you should not look back. Don't be near your partner on the court. More efficient court coverage result is You maintain a gap at least 3 meters between you. Think of an imaginary 3-meter string keeping you apart. It's a psychological kind of thing. The last line is there. There may be difference of 3 meters. 3 meters means if I am about 9 feet, almost 9 feet, there will be a difference between. Yeah, it's a normal thing, but according to the match, it can be decrease or increase. Do not be intimidated by your opponent. We all make mistakes, even the Olympic champion. Intimidated means what? If they are doing, if your opponent is doing something like, it's not good, it's not looking, it's purposely is just make you fire up, then don't go for that. And even mistake can be done by anyone. So, it's all about badminton, and I hope you will understand it and it will help you in a better manner. Thank you very much.